วัสดีค่ะ Welcome to the Nation Daily. This is the edition for November 6, 2023. You are with
Nina
and Tulip. And today we are going to start the story about the Landbridge Project. We have heard so much about it in the past, probably more than 1 week already.
Yes.
Maybe. And the government is trying to champion this project, promise it will bring growth, prosperity, investment, and whatnot. But of course, everything in this world has people that like it, not like it, or so about it. So we are going to start the story today about the group that actually opposed the idea of having this project. Banners opposing the government's Landbridge project have surfaced in Chumphon province. At the same time, the local conservationists also said that they are going to organize a discussion session at the Pato District local office on November 15 to really talk about this issue. The conservation groups have concerns over the Andaman Sea nature reserves, which were nominated by Thailand for inclusion in the UNESCO World Heritage Site list 2 years ago. The concern is not that the project will delay the listing of the reserves, but that it could have extensive impacts on marine resources, mangrove and coastal forests, which are known to be the breeding grounds of sea turtles and other marine creatures. The Landbridge project would require land reclamation of about 1,120 hectares of land from the Andaman Sea, which conservationists fear that it would have an impact on sea currents and the movement of marine species in the area. I think because it's a very big project and it looks very promising, but the environmental impact assessment, I would say, very essential to do.
It's gonna damage a lot of the environmental around the area, but
if they don't do it correctly.
If they don't do it correctly, of course, and if they don't have a proper plan. But despite all this, or what you just said, despite the opposition from local communities and conservationists who oppose this, the government still would like to invite foreign direct investors to invest in this project. So because the Thai government views the Landbridge as a strategic investment opportunity to enhance economic growth. So the Landbridge mega project has piqued the interest of both Thai and foreign private companies, includes industrial estates developers as a post-port industrial zone development is being prepared. The Landbridge project will connect transportation routes to Lam Chabang port in Chonburi province. This is also involved the development of two areas, the Eastern Economic Corridor EEC and the Southern Economic Corridor SEC. And Prime Minister Sethar Thavisin showcased the project during his visit to other countries including China and Saudi Arabia. He also plans to present the plan during his second visit to the United States from 12 until 18 of November at the APEC Leaders meeting to be held in San Francisco, California.
So it sounds like this government has found its champion project already, and they are going to run with this one. So just to tell you a little bit about the Landbridge project, they call Landbridge because they want to connect two sides of the sea of Thailand, Andaman Sea and also Thai Gulf. And this involves a lot of infrastructure. That's why they call mega infrastructure project.
If this project is a successful project, it will actually benefit Thailand a lot.
Yes.
Instead of the ships or cargo ships would go around.
We have to convince people too that instead of using the strait down south, they have to use Landbridge instead. But let's get to know a little bit about it. This project, according to its plan, it will divide it into 4 phases, and it will take 8 years to complete. It involves construction deep sea ports in Chumphon and Ranong and transforming transport routes between the two provinces to link the ports. It is expected to become a key link in the China-led Belt and Road Initiative and will require investment of over 1 trillion baht. Over the next 10 years, the Landbridge project is expected to raise the southern region's GDP by an average of 130 billion baht per year, contributing 8% of Thailand's GDP, and hopefully will result in over 100,000 new jobs. That's a big number.
Okay, from Landbridge, let's move to something I would call celebrations towards the end of this year.
I would say festive for a lot of people. For night owl.
For night out especially, because Bangkok Governor Chachhat Sittipan reviewed the conditions of the extended opening hours for the restaurants and entertainment venues in Bangkok starting from 15th of December. The government said that the BMA or the Bangkok Metropolitan Administration will only extend operating hours for pubs and bars in 3 popular entertainment zones in Bangkok, and those can stay open till 4 a.m. Kuntilip. And the areas of the zoning are, of course we know, Silom and Pat Phum, Royal Avenue and New Pechaburi Road and
So
Rashida
RCA
Pisek.
area, right? Royal Avenue, right?
Yes, and also along the Rashida Pisek.
Okay, all the night entertainment venue.
So let's continue. The extension of the closing hours of nighttime entertainment venues in 3 zones will kick off from December 15 in line with the Prime Minister policy in a bid to boost tourism. And in addition, the Prime Minister decided to extend the closing hours of entertainment venues in 4 tourism provinces. As I mentioned, Bangkok, also Chiang Mai, Chonburi and Phuket. To enforce the policy, the government will have the Interior Minister issue a directive or the Cabinet issue a royal decree. And according to Chachhat, he said that the opening hours will only apply to venues that have received operating licenses before the issuance of the directive or royal decree.
Okay, so that will be interesting. So it's not just like, oh, I'm going to open until 4. You have to somehow get
the license.
Permission, the license from the BMA first. Anyway, we will see more lively nightlife in Bangkok after this, and I think it's in time for high season for tourists, especially
Festive
in all
season.
this. Yes, especially in all these big cities. Now let's move on to the big news. A lot of people in Thailand, especially Thai people, usually waiting for the winter season. When you talk about winter season in Thailand, it's not cold; it's like less hot. But experts say winter this year will be even hotter than normal. I don't know what to
It's
say.
winter.
Let's say it easily. It will not be cold. This winter will not be cold and will be drier. This is from the climate change expert that warns that we will experience the hottest and driest year in 2024. Dr. Seri Suparathit, he is an expert on the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. He forecasts an unusually warm, cool season, which is between November and February, for Thailand, followed the extreme heat in April next year. On his Facebook post, he said the average temperature in the hot season would be 1.5 Celsius higher than normal, as if normal is not hot enough. Though for the past 2 years, from December to April, the temperature have been lower than normal, but that would change this year. He predicted that a rise of almost 2 degrees Celsius from normal levels over the next few months. He also said the extreme hot weather will also trigger forest fires in the north, PM 2.5 smog, and heat waves. As well as extreme heat in April, he predicted higher than average temperatures for the whole 2024, citing the effects of global warming and El Niño.
But you know, Thai people always say we have 3 seasons, which is normally should be hot monsoon season and winter season.
Anyone asked me, I said we have 2 seasons, hot and hot with rain.
We have hottest.
Oh, hottest, hot with rain, a little less hot. But if you go to the north, you go up the mountain, it's cool in the night, but not during the daytime.
But in conclusion, this winter, it will not be cold.
So I think this will make a lot of tourists happy, because there's a lot of tourists came from very cold country, just flee from their winter, come to Thailand for the hot and sunny weather. They will be happy about
Like
that.
Christmas.
Yeah, but for Thai people that looking forward to wear that jacket that they can only wear one day a year or something, maybe they might not get to wear it this year or next year. Anyway, that's all the news we have for you in this edition of The Nation Daily. You can just go log on to our website, thenationthailand.com, to follow on anything that happened in Thailand. We also have social media as well.
Facebook, Twitter, Nation Thailand.
And we also have Instagram,
We do.
and we have TikTok as well. So just pick the platform that you feel comfortable with. And that is for today. สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีค่ะ